This is Glenn from Thrive After 50, and on the other line here, I have Peter Stone from Peter Stone Jewelry. Peter, why don't you go ahead and explain to the listening audience here what it is that you're putting together and kind of the nuts and bolts of it here, if you would.
Sure. Welcome, everybody. And this is Peter Stone. And yeah, Glenn and I have been friends and known each other for quite a few years now, because I've been selling jewelry for a long time. And this is what I do. I make jewelry in Thailand. We've had a team here for 26 years, a green company, fairly traded, probably one of the only, if not all, the only company in Thailand that has a 5-day work week for our factory, because we believe everyone who touches Peter Stone jewelry matters. And so where we start the jewelry, we care. It's a green company. We look out for the environment. So we've been making jewelry for 26 years. I've been in the jewelry business for 31 years. And the reason I got in the jewelry business is because I had a gift store, several in Key West, Florida. And this one guy came in towards the end of those stores because I had to wait. Key West in the 80s was very seasonal. So for 3 months, I made a ton of money. 9 months, I starved. And I waited. And it was hot. And it wasn't fun. And so this guy comes in with 2 boxes of jewelry, rings, ring trays. And he goes, Peter, I got these rings. And he introduced himself to me and everything. We got talking. He goes, well, Peter, I have these rings. And they sell really well. And I'm like, what do I want rings for in a gift store? He goes, well, stores that put jewelry in them, their sales are 30 to 40% jewelry because it's such an impulse item. And also, all kinds of women wear it and men, but mostly women, of course. And I said, well, I don't really want it. And he says, look, I'll leave it here for you, free of charge. I'll come back in a month when I come back through Key West, and you just tell me whether you want to buy any of these or not. Just tell me what happens. Whatever doesn't sell, you just give back to me, keep the money. If you don't sell anything, just give them all back. I said, well, that's a good deal. So I left them out. He came back. There were 2 rings left. And I never forget that, because he was out traveling and I'm stuck in my store, feeling like, well, when's the next, I'm hungry, because when's the next customer? I got all this overhead, everything. And what used to cost us money traveling was an expense, and we watched our money draining down, now started to fill it up. And actually, we started putting more money in the bank than we were taking out because we were making money and we had tax deduction.
Was this your own design already that you were selling, or was this other people's jewelry at that time?
I got direct feedback right from the customers, what they liked, so I could design quickly what they wanted. And you know, Glenn, that's part of the program that I'm packaging here is you can create your own line of jewelry. You don't need to sell mine, but you can make your own line of jewelry and accompany your design line with over 6,000 designs I have to choose from.
Okay, Peter, well, it sounds to me like you're selling a lifestyle here as well as a source of income as well.
Oh, yes. I mean,
very intriguing. So can you kind of give us an overview of what the program is?
Sure. So this program is targeted for people who are retiring. Because in this program, depending on how many shows and fairs you do, you can just casually make $10,000 or $20,000 profit for pocket money above your cost and expenses. Let's just say that's the bottom line. And then all of a sudden you've got all that tax deduction because you start your own little business, DBA. It can be a DBA. It doesn't have to be complicated.
So is there a way, is this kind of geared then at people with motorhomes and people living out of, driving around, selling out of their trunk or something? Or can you also just have a lifestyle where you fly to shows and sell and then come home and go from there? Or
Oh,
which,
sure. You can do that. There are fairs all over the world, actually, and
Mhm.
some places, when you're coming in and out, if you have a lot of jewelry, you have to declare it, and it's a pretty simple process. But if you're in the United States and flying around doing fairs anywhere you want in the country.
Now, do you ever run into the situation, Peter? Like you said, you've been doing this a long time, and you have other people selling your stuff, I imagine, at this point as well. Have you ever had someone who is already selling your stuff go to the same show that you're already attending or planning to?
Yeah, I have. A matter of fact, I went to that New Age trade show that I told you about. But in this show, they sold some of my designs, but they also had their own designs. And one guy, the name of his company is Moldavite, and he was competing with me at that show. But every one of his pieces of jewelry had Moldavite gemstones in it, and mine didn't. So I didn't have that stone. He was exclusive kind of at that show with this. So I help people to work together because with the brand of Peter Stone, you have the name of quality there. So having different collections you can, but even having the same collections, it's not really a problem. I
It's not.
mean,
You wouldn't have two Peter Stones at on different sides of the venue here.
pretty much
Competing.
you wouldn't unless it was a huge fair like in Tucson, Arizona, which is kind of crazy there. But
Is your program geared where someone who just wants to do this kind of part-time on the side and maybe make $20,000 a year on up to someone who wants to make $300,000 a year? I mean,
for
could your
sure.
program work with anybody?
Well, actually, it does, and you can work at any level that you're comfortable with.
What kind of jewelry do you make, and what are the price ranges, basically, retail-wise, if they were going to be sold to people?
Right. Well, we've been at this so long, and I'm kind of a crazy entrepreneur and wild man when it comes for designing. I don't know when to stop, and that's my passion is creativity. So in the 30 years, probably I've and my team have created over 12, maybe 14,000 of our own designs. Now,
Oh my
within
God.
that, I sent you a list of what used to be 37 main collections, like horse jewelry or scuba diving jewelry, recovery jewelry, Renaissance jewelry, Scottish jewelry, kitty cat jewelry, dogs, wildlife, and the list goes on. Flowers, floral, fashion jewelry, heart jewelry, things with wings like insects and dragonflies and butterflies and all kinds of dragons. So all of these are collections.
So what do you do there, Peter? You said that you send some of the jewelry right to the hotels where the show's going to be.
Mhm.
And for something like rings, for example, where there's just various sizes and stuff,
Right.
you just pick the 5, 6, 7 sizes that are most popular and go with those. And then, I mean,
Well,
necklaces I can see there's no issue for because they don't come in sizes or so. But anything that's sized, won't you have to carry quite an inventory with you?
well, after a while, you start to know the best sellers, right? So yes, you can be safe and carry the sizing. So I got these little ring trays, and they had 36 slots. And then because I saw some ads and I saw, oh, these are pinky rings, only for your pinky, small size rings. Oh, these are children's rings in this one. And these are knuckle rings. They were all the same rings, Glenn, until I put a new label on them. Oh, pinky rings. I love it. Boom. They sold like candy. Amazing. And I can recommend those to people because we know what they are. And then I make 14, 15, 16. Do I have to spend money, a few extra $100? You're darn right I do. But at the end of the year, do I put an extra $5,000 or $10,000 in my bank? You're darn right I do. Because people play it safe.
Kind of give us an overview as to median retail cost of what your jewelry is. Is it
okay? Sorry, that was the original question. Yes, on a band ring that is 8 to 10 millimeters wide, it's probably around wholesale price is around $10. Could be 12, could be 8. Smaller rings run around $5. You can sell them for $20 all day. Anything under $20 sells really fast, but it depends on where you are on the level of the buyer. Then another level I'm going to say is around the $15 range. So we really have charms. So we have charms, and they're really inexpensive. I mean, they run for anywhere from a couple dollars to $5, depending how ornate they are. We have pendants that can run from just say $5 to $50 because they can be really ornate and have a lot of gemstones. But the average price is maybe around $12 to $16 in that $15 range. You triple it, it's less than $50. Rings, again, the small, medium, large with gemstones. Really, you can still get gemstone rings for anywhere from 8 to up to 20 or even 25 if they're really ornate and big gemstones. Necklaces.
These are wholesale prices?
Yes, those are wholesale prices. Yeah.
Okay. We have higher end jewelry too?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have designer lines. Actually, we partnered, we have like a fairy line of jewelry. So we got connected with artists. We started getting connected with all these artists, Celtic artists, fairy artists, magical artists, and this Dryad design company and the Scottish. But yeah, we have all these different designs where you can make your own line.
Okay, so some of the higher price jewelry starts at where?
I would say, I'm going to say around 30.
Well, if you sell to a business person there at what would you double the wholesale price to them or something, or just put a percentage on what you're getting it for, and then they have to turn around and sell it for what they mark it up 2.2% in their store. Is that pretty much how it works?
Well, typically in a store, if you just want a standard safe markup, just without putting it up, where you can make like some real great money, but if you want to make good money, the formula is like 2.25% from wholesale to retail.
If we get our jewelry from you at a certain price, let's call it wholesale price,
okay,
and we want to sell that to a retail store up here that wants to carry that product, how much would we mark that up to them?
If you get it, what you would need to do to sell it at wholesale price is buy it from export. So
buy it from export.
Yes. So there's 3 levels. There's what you call FOB. I ship direct to you from Thailand. That price, I told you, is like double to get your wholesale price. Then from wholesale price, you go to retail price. So you have to have the wholesale price. If you're a wholesaler, you can still be a distributor and still put money on there and still sell it to stores. From a wholesaler, you would be a distributor for a wholesaler. So what it means is the level of pricing goes from export price to wholesale price to retail price. Those are the 3 tiers of profit.
Okay, so you have an export price, then that goes right to the business itself that you sell to?
The export price goes right to a wholesaler. So if you're a wholesaler, you have to make profit from your price that you buy it at.
Oh, gotcha.
So then the wholesaler will sell it to the retailer, who then has to mark it up 2, 3, or 4 times.
Let me just run this by you and see if I got this correct.
Sure.
You can, if you're going to be selling wholesale to other stores, you can get it at an export price from you. Mark that up 200% to come up to the wholesale price, and then those people you sell to that are going to be selling at retail can mark that up 300%.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make that clear there.
Those are the average numbers.
Okay. All right. Very good. And that, I guess that answers one of my questions. For example, if I sell wholesale to a store, what's going to stop that person from cutting me out and going directly to you to try to deal with them directly? They'll be getting it sold at wholesale price?
Well, no, they can't. I mean, essentially, all you need to do is tell me that this is your customer, and I protect them.
All right. So it's up to the designer or whoever paid you to make the designs for them, whether or not they want to resell it to other potential sellers.
Through us, and they sell it everywhere they want. But if they want us to help market it, we'll market it. Like some of the clients I have the artist catalog, which I sent you, and you'll see all the different artists in there. All those designs belong to them. They have nothing to do with us. Some of us, we help them sell it. Some of us, exclusive only. And we only act, so even when we get the order through that catalog, we send it to them. We don't even touch it. So we act like a sales rep for them.
Just in the interest of time here for listeners, sure. Peter, I'd like for you to kind of cut to the chase as to what your program is, kind of give us a real quick overview. And then after that, I may kind of wrap up this session, and we'll come back at another date and pick it up from where we left off and go into more depth, if that works for you.
Sure. So, So for the person who has been wise about their money and has got a little bit of money to spend and invest and wants to have some fun and have secure as they thrive over 50 and beyond. So there's a $30,000 package. It's $29,997 investment into your future of financial freedom, travel, fun, and expanded social connection. So there's 21 valuable tools you get here, and you are up and running in business. I mean, you could be up and running in business in 1 month, getting your money back if you didn't need the jewelry designs. If you just went with some Peter Stone design, you'll be in business in 30 days. Boom, turnkey, a whole business. But in this package, since maybe some people have never sold jewelry before, they've never sold anything before, we do an extensive training. So this is a 90-day complete turnkey startup business with training. You get in this package $60,000 in retail jewelry value of your choice. I don't choose it, but if you want me to help you with the best sellers, I will. We guide you through the best sellers and the various niche markets you may be interested in. You get your own personal branded collection, 25 designs. You design with or without our assistance. We can design it for you. If you say, Peter, I like this kind of drawing and these images, we'll make that for you. I give you a one-on-one half-day coaching and consulting with my 30 years of experience in giving you the ins and outs of the business. You get a top-level client services rep for the whole first year to get you going, make sure you're off started in the right direction. You can come to Thailand and you can work with our team on design and see what we do here for 2 days. We'll give you a couple days of our time with one of our professional staff here. Then in the 120-day period, it's a 90-day startup, but I give you an extra bonus month. You get 5 one-hour one-on-one sessions with a Peter Stone on Zoom meeting. Okay, so we talk in person and we get you going. There's 3 months of coaching and consulting consisting of 6 60 to 90-minute Zoom sessions with Q&A after that. I add on 1 additional month, 2 live Q&A sessions where you can ask me anything. I'll give you some rough guidance should you want to sell online with Amazon, Etsy, or other online stores. I'll give you fair, festival, and event sales ideas, guidance, and tools and shortcuts. We provide you with up to $1,500 at point of sales tools, which means displays, packaging, gift box, gift bags, and you could put your own logo on there, but that costs a little more to put your own logo, but we give you those tools to get started with. We'll give you marketing graphics pre-formatted with your design of your choice, whether it's Peter Stone Jewelry or your jewelry, formatted for Facebook, Instagram, tweets, and Pinterest. So all those images are ready to go. We give you 36 image banners pre-formatted for the Facebook, 18 pre-formatted emails that you can send out if you already have an email list, or if you just have email your friends, or you're in a group online or something, you can post those. So in those emails, we put your details, contact you, your website if you have one, or your phone number, or if you're going to travel, where you're going to be on fairs and things. Give you up to 1,500 free high-res jewelry images to use online to help you sell the jewelry, or to put in any marketing printed material that you want to mail. 6 custom designed product videos, maximum 3 minutes each, that will talk about the jewelry that you have, and they'll help you promote your jewelry. Then the list is pretty extensive here. We really help you get going here. And whether it's Peter Stone or your branded line of videos for your jewelry lines, that's what we're going to do for you. We give you jewelry quality assay certificates. We do assays every month to make sure our silver is 925 sterling silver or better. And you never get caught online or anywhere with like some imports, they do 50% silver. Oh, buy this cheap jewelry, and you're getting, well, you're not getting the good end of the stick. I just let you know. So we provide all that. We're transparent. You can come and visit our factory anytime you want. Then I am putting together an event for just what you're talking about, that next life, that energy to get up, get out, keep your focus, that will help you on business, help you on fitness, mindset, and keep going for another 50 years, or more. Because I'm giving away 2 passes for Peter Stone 3-day Net Effect 9 seminar, which means that's 3 areas in your life with 3 solid change techniques to keep you the best you that you can be as we move forward in life. And so that's the package. It's 1 payment of $29,997 up front, or you can do 3 payments of $10,999 each. And that way it allows you to get some jewelry, get out, sell, make a payment, and then there's lots of ways to fund yourself, but that's pretty much it in a package.
Yeah. Well, you get a lot of product there for that money too, it sounds like. So
a lot. A lot.
I didn't hear anything about websites. Say if somebody wants to create a Shopify website or something and sell your jewelry online, is that part of it, or is that something that would be extra?
That's something that will guide you, but we can do that work for you. But that would be a little added. We do Shopify. We have a Shopify website for our Google store, and we have a Shopify website for our Facebook store. So Facebook says you either need Wix or some kind of e-commerce or Shopify. Shopify is so simple, but some people don't want to do it. Can we do it for you? We can. And it would just be a small fee. Your monthly fee, I think Shopify is $29.95 or $39.95. And we just would cover our time to do that. And we certainly can do that. No problem. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Peter, so much. Like I said, I think I'm going to call it a day here for the listeners. We've been on the phone for over an hour right now.
Yeah. Okay, you're welcome, Glenn. See ya. Bye.